In this video, I'm going to look at conversion between 2's complement binary and denary. 2's complement is just another way of representing negative numbers in binary. And the way it works is really simple. The most significant bit, or the MSB, keeps its place value, but it becomes negative. So in this case, the most significant bit is 128. It keeps its place value of 128, but it becomes negative. And this allows us to represent negative numbers between minus 128 and minus 1. And it also allows us to represent numbers from 0 to 128 positive. So I've got here 3 binary numbers, 1, 2, 3. To evaluate these binary numbers, we look at the place values with 1s underneath them and we add them together. So we've got minus 128 has a 1 underneath it, positive 64 has a 1, positive 16 has a 1, and positive 4 also has a 1. And if we add all of those up together, we get a value of 84. So 128, as you can see, it's quite difficult to do. 128, negative 128, add 64, we get negative 64. Add 16, that's negative 48. Add 4, that's negative 44. So this is the binary for negative 44. Number 2, we've got a 1 under the negative 128, a 1 under negative 64, a 1 under negative 32, sorry, positive 32, a 1 under the 4, a 1 under the 2, and a 1 under the 1. So we add together negative 128 plus 64 plus 32 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. And that gives, well, that's 120, negative 128 plus 64 is negative 64 plus 32, negative 32 plus 7. So that's negative 25. Okay, and finally, we've got in our third number, we've got a 1 under the negative 128, 1 under 64, 1 under 32, 1 under 16, and 1 under the 1. So we add all of those numbers together. So negative 128 plus 64 is negative 64, plus 32 is negative 32, plus 16 is negative 16, plus 1 equals negative 15. And that's how you convert from 2's complement binary into denary. You may have noticed that all of our answers here were negative. None of them were positive. So how do we make a positive number using 2's complement? It all depends on whether there's a 1 in this position or not. If there is a 1 under the negative 128 column, then you can't make a positive number. You're only going to get a negative number. If there's a 0, on the other hand, then your number will be positive. Okay, in another video clip, I'll be looking at the reverse process of converting from a denary number into 2's complements. So if you need to know a bit more information about that, have a look at that video for me. Any questions, please let me know.